Hello and welcome to my channel, where I discuss various topics related to Islam and its teachings. Today, I want to talk about why Eid Milad-Un-Nabi, or the celebration of the Prophet Muhammad's birthday, is a bidat or innovation in Islam. Bidat is a term used to describe any practice that is not based on the Quran or the Sunnah of the Prophet and is therefore considered to be a deviation from the true path of Islam. In this video, I will give you 10 reasons why Eid Milad-Un-Nabi is a bidat and should be avoided by Muslims. The first and most obvious reason is that there is no evidence from the Quran or the Sunnah that the Prophet Muhammad himself or his companions ever celebrated his birthday. In fact, the Prophet did not even know his exact date of birth, as he was born in a time when calendars were not widely used. The most authentic reports indicate that he was born in the year 570 CE in a month of RABI UL AWAL, but the exact day is unknown. Some scholars suggest that it is 12th of RABI UL AWAL, while others suggest that it is 17th or another day. Therefore, celebrating his birthday on a specific date is based on more speculation and not on certainty. Second reason is that the Prophet Muhammad died on the 12th of RABI UL AWAL in the year 632 CE. According to the majority of historians and scholars, this means that celebrating his birthday on this date is also commemorating his death, which is contrary to the spirit of joy and happiness that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi is supposed to convey. Moreover, the Prophet nor did he instruct his followers to do so. Rather, he taught them to remember him by following his examples and teachings and by sending blessings and peace upon him. The third reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi was not practiced by the companions of Prophet, who were the best generation of Muslims and the most knowledgeable about his life and teachings. They loved him more than anyone else, and they were keen to follow his every command and recommendation. If celebrating his birthday was something pleasing to Allah and beneficial to Muslims, they would have surely done it and transmitted it to the later generations. However, there is no authentic report that any of the companions ever celebrated Eid Milad-Un-Nabi or encouraged others to do so. The fourth reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi was not practiced by early generations of Muslims who followed the companions, such as the tabi'en, the successors, and tabi'en, the successors of the successors. There were also righteous and pious Muslims who preserved and transmitted the teachings of Islam from the companions. They were also very careful to avoid any innovation or deviation in their religion. If celebrating Eid Milad-Un-Nabi was something good and praiseworthy, they would have also done it and passed it on to their followers. However, there is no evidence that any of them ever celebrated Eid Milad-Un-Nabi or endorsed it. The fifth reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi was introduced by later Muslims who were influenced by other cultures and religions, especially by Christians who celebrated the birthday of Jesus Christ. The earliest known celebration of Eid Milad-Un-Nabi dates back to the 10th century CE during the Fatimid dynasty in Egypt, which was a Shia Ismaili state that deviated from mainstream Sunni Islam in many aspects. The celebration that spread to other religions and sects under various influences and motives. Some celebrated it out of love for the Prophet, some out of ignorance or imitation, some out of political or sectarian agendas, and some out of innovation and exaggeration. The sixth reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi involves many practices that are either forbidden or disliked in Islam, such as mixing between men and women, playing musical instruments, singing songs that contain exaggeration or lies about the Prophet, wasting money and resources on decoration and festives, neglecting obligatory prayers and duties, engaging in superstitions and innovations, etc. These practices are contrary to the teachings of Islam and Sunnah of the Prophet, who warned his followers against falling into excess or extremes in their religion. The seventh reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi causes division and confusion among Muslims as they differ over its date, its rulings, its manner, and its purpose, etc. Some celebrate it with enthusiasm and zeal, some reject it with harshness and hostility, some accept it with moderation and tolerance, some ignore it with indifference and apathy. This leads to dispute and arguments among Muslims, which weaken their unity and harmony. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Do not differ, for those who came before you differed and perished." The eighth reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi distracts Muslims from the real and important aspects of the Prophet's life and teachings, such as his character, his moral, his manners, his wisdom, his courage, his justice, his mercy, his patience, his generosity, his humility, his devotion, his worship, his jihad, his legacy, etc. These are the things that Muslims should learn from and emulate, not just celebrate once a year. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it." He also said, "None of you will have faith till he loves me more than his father, his children, and all mankind." The ninth reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi is not one of the two Eids that are prescribed in Islam, which are Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. These are the only two festivals that Allah has ordained for the Muslims to celebrate at the end of Ramadan and at the end of Hajj respectively. They are also the only 2 days that Prophet Muhammad taught his followers to observe as days of joy and gratitude to Allah. He said, "Every nation has its festival, and this is your festival." He also said, "They are days of eating, drinking, and remembering Allah." Adding a third Eid to these is an innovation that has no basis in Islam. The 10th and final reason is that Eid Milad-Un-Nabi is not a mean of drawing closer to Allah or attaining His pleasure or reward. Rather, it is a mean of displeasing Him and earning His anger and punishment. This is because Allah does not accept any worship or act of devotion that He has not prescribed or approved in His revelation or through His messenger. He says in the Quran, "This day I have perfected for you your religion and completed my favor upon you and have approved for you Islam as a religion." He also says, "Or have they partners with Allah who have instituted for them a religion which Allah has not allowed?" He also says, "And whoever introduces into this matter of ours that which is not from it, then it is rejected." I hope this video has clarified why Eid Milad-Un-Nabi is a bidat and should be avoided by Muslims who want to follow the true teachings of Islam and Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos on Islam and its teaching. Thank you for watching, and may Allah bless you all.